What's up? It has been many moons because I'm lazy. I've been streaming on my Pinball League's channel and been kind of lazy about doing it at home, but kind of figured I'd do a little bit of that. So let's do that. We're going to play some Black Knight Sword of Rage LE. This has the upper playfield. Kind of tough to see because it's got a... It's kind of tough to see because it's got a clear base on it. Hello, game. I also just noticed this thing's kind of dusty. But, yeah, pretty awesome game. I like it. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's fun. Let's get right into it. I'll explain the rules as I'm going here a little bit, but generally speaking, on this model, your skill shot is the light locks target, which might be a little bit tough to see there. And the super skill shot is to shoot up into and lock a ball in the catapult lock. Modes are pretty straightforward. You're going to hit one of these three targets, shoot up, and then shoot into the lock target at the shield. Basically, just kind of going to cruise through here. I'll explain things as I'm doing them. You got your war rollovers in the bottom. Those are going to help spot a night letter, I believe. You got your two stand-up targets here. A drop target right there, and three drop targets on the right. Magna save on the above the right out lane. Pretty straightforward. And it's got a badass soundtrack. I did position the camera a little bit for the back glass so you can kind of see the flame thing on the back because it's pretty cool. Now what I like about this game, despite the upper playfield being a little bit dull, as you can see nothing really happens out there. What I generally do in this game is, let's get some control. What I generally do on this game is I'll use that upper playfield basically just for the catapult multi-ball. I like to stack that catapult multi-ball with the multi-ball for the Knights multi-ball, I believe it's called. So, as you saw, I hit that first shot. Now we're ready to get into our... Whoa. Hit that second shot, and that'll basically cue me up to do a mode. What a lot of people will do is they'll hit these lock letters and get balls locked before starting it. It's a pretty good idea if you're consistent with your shots, so let's go for it. There is my lock lit. You can usually safely backhand up into the lock there if you know how to shoot. I don't. There we go. So what you can do is get two balls locked, prime your third. Woof. Two balls locked, prime your third, then hit your middle shot, and then when you hit that lock, you're starting multi-ball into the mode. You can also do the catapult multi-ball as well with that. That's pretty cool, and it's huge points if you can do it. But it's so easy to complete the modes. The mode doesn't really matter in that. It's mainly keeping those multi-balls active. Whoa. Oh, and I suppose I should mention with the night letters, what the purpose of them is, generally speaking, is once you collect all 6 of the night letters, you hit this drop target, shoot back there, and that's going to start the retro Black Knight mode, which is pretty cool. It uses all the Black Knight 2000 soundtrack and sound effects, and it's just a fun little mode I like. I actually don't get to it that often because I'm usually not actively chasing it, and I'll usually brick and drain when I go to shoot it, but we'll see. Oh! My Magna save did not trigger for a second there. I probably could have saved that without it, but it's fun. So whatever. That was a risky move. This is a pretty risky game. I have it set up kind of rough, but not super, super rough. I find the pros play a lot rougher in general just because of the, without the upper playfield, the speed of things happening is a lot quicker, which is pretty cool, but not what I wanted. I wanted an upper playfield game. I've always been a fan of upper playfields. A lot of people aren't. Alright, so let's get that mode going. Actually, no, let's get that lock lit first. Oh boy. Alright. So one shot will be into a mode and a multi-ball. Just gotta not drain before that happens. Oh, that was happy. Happy accident. Cool. So one of the kind of cheesable things about the LE is that you can just hang out in that upper playfield and use it to complete modes, because hitting that target up there is pretty lucrative. It gives you completion points for the modes. So it's pretty safe to get up there. Oof. It's pretty safe to get up there and do your modes up there. Oh no, get in there. Another thing to note is the night letters are partly awarded. Damn. Whoa. I didn't realize I was already on double danger. The night letters progress is based on how much you complete the modes too. So I don't think I had the eye before, so I must have gotten one, but that was probably for starting the multi-ball again. However, we got 2 balls into the catapult lock. We might as well do that while we're still in a mode. Hopefully. It's kind of a tough shot to make. Tougher than it seems like it should be. Also, my timing is not great. Come on. However, you can see I'm still getting mode completion on those. And I'm actually, I'm out of that mode now, I think. I mean, I don't think I know, but... Woo! That was a wasted Magma save. Fool of a took. Shit. I did not mean to do that, and I did it. So while I'm in here, I can actually shoot to light my locks down below. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Now the mode itself is not, the multi-ball itself is not exactly big points, but it's great to use it. What do we need? 2 more night letters. And is that my mode? I think that my mode is ready. Oof. Hey, buddy. Not today, Grandma. No! Oh. Fool of a took. Had a couple bad balls. Got the super skill shot, but I would have rather to get the regular skill shot, light the lock, then shoot up there. I'm not having luck with my shots right now. That's okay. Excuse me. Meow, meow. Wow. That's what the average game of Black Knight looks like. When I bought this game, so what sold me on it originally was the soundtrack, the design of the artwork and stuff. Just the whole package kind of appeals to me. I thought the animations are great, all that stuff. Theme integration is pretty good. But what really sold me on it is I was kind of looking to get like a new brutal type of game. And, you know, I wanted something kind of like Iron Man or something like that. Like just a nasty game to get a little bit better with. And if you treat this game like it's that, you have a lot more fun with it. I mean, it's not like Maiden, it's not a super deep game, but it doesn't need to be. 2 shots. 1 shot. There we go. Now I can't remember, I think when you complete modes up there, you may not get as much, like as many points for the mode, but I'm not positive on that. If that isn't a thing, it should be a thing, because it is so much easier to do things up there. No. Side-to-side action in this game is a pretty nasty place to be as well. I really think they need to spend a lot more time with the code for the upper playfield in particular. It's just very lackluster up there. Now that I have 2 balls locked, I actually don't want to shoot anything else up there because it'll be ready to go when I want to use it. What I want to be chasing right now is getting that lock down below, like that, and that, into a mode. I want to try and get that, and that. Now that I'm in there, I want to try and get on the upper playfield and actually just let that drain. There it is, perfect. 6-ball multi-ball now. This is where some big points will be coming into play. So this right here is what I like doing in this game. Stacking up 2 multi-balls with a mode, trying to get some fun stuff happening. Gets a little wild, but on this game where it's so fast and brutal, you don't really have a lot of time in that 6-ball, but if you can keep it going, it gets pretty lucrative. It's all about keeping it going though. If you can't keep it going, it's no good. Whoa, I should have just trapped all 3 of those. That was a little foolish. I mean, I obviously completed that mode quite a while ago, so I'm not gonna get a whole lot out of that. But if I can just keep that going, keep looping it around like that, I can keep getting any bonuses for any mode, or for any multi-ball. So I don't actually have to take the risky lower playfield shots. I can keep going for the upper. Like that. Which can build up pretty quickly if you can keep it safe. It's a lot better when you have more balls than what I did, but that's okay. It's pretty cool. It's a shame I didn't do anything else in this game. Let's see, we have one night letter left to get. I don't know how many war rollovers we collected. 2 hits to light. I want to try and get the night letter so I can get into that multi-ball, but I don't know if I can get it from this war rollover. I'm gonna try. Oop, not like that, I'm not gonna. Come on. Whoa. Wow. Bricking left, bricking right. Alright, screw it. Let's just go for the upper playfield. If we can. Wow. Not what I wanted. Kind of messed that up. I did have an extra ball. I don't remember when I got that, but that's cool. Come on. No! That's usually how my games go. I'll have like one thing left to do and then drain out. Let's see what my baseline is here. I can't remember exactly what my GC is on this. $331. So $331, that game I think I had 2 sets of double multi-ball. I did the night mode, the retro mode. And I think I did maybe 4 modes. Something like that. So that was a relatively complete game, on average, compared to what you normally get in this game. Just give me 1 second here. Also, by the way, how's it sound? I got a new mic, so that's kind of a little bit different. I'm using like an onboard camera mic. I used to use like a USB one. I think this one sounds okay, but if it doesn't, do let me know if things are cutting in and out a little bit too much. Might need to adjust some stuff. I did order a direct capture kit for both my Maiden and Black Knight, and I also got they just showed up yesterday. I haven't had a chance to install them yet, but I got the Pinovaders pin packs. So they sit on the front of the machine. Don't you fall off. They sit on the front of the machine and got like all your external audio controls. So you don't have to open up the coin door to turn up or down the volume. Pretty cool. So you've got, these are your external volume, like what you hear out of the speakers. Oof, I almost dropped them. As well as they have a headphone, this is a quick mute button right here for the external speakers. And then there's a headphone jack and individual volume for the headphone jack. So what I'm gonna do is I'll do direct capture of the back glass, and that'll replace this camera. I might end up using that camera like small, maybe put it, I don't know, somewhere. But basically doing a direct capture of the back glass and then a direct audio capture out of the headphone jack on the front. And then I'll use this, turn down the volume on the game because I don't necessarily need it. And I think that'll be pretty cool. Increase the quality. But I didn't feel like setting that up today. Even though it's pretty easy. Most of the stuff on pinball is a lot easier than people think it is. Mr. Badass. The other thing too is they've teased some code for this game. I didn't think it looked that great from the teaser. It's definitely not a major code update, which is a bit of a bummer. Because this game definitely does need some code to be great. As it stands, I like it, but I would in no way consider this to be like a great game. But again, I'm in the minority of people who like this game. Everybody's a whiner. Not today, Grandma. The one thing I will say that, just from a functional standpoint, that bugs me about this game is I wish the MagnaSave was on the side. I've got a Rick and Morty on order, and the coolest... I always do that just like a split second too late. The coolest thing about that game is it's got the MagnaSave on the side, where it should be, as well as it's like selective MagnaSave. Like you have a meter and you can use a little bit of it if you want, just to kind of fling the ball out. And I think that's pretty cool. I actually thought about migrating the button on this one, or mirroring the button, I should say. But at the end of the day, it's just not really that big of an issue. Like, MagnaSave's cool, but like, oh, I love this mode. But I don't really think it's something you absolutely should be relying on. It's just an extra thing to use. And I actually think if you had a MagnaSave game as your first game, you'd probably be like learning bad habits as a result of it, like not getting good at nudging and stuff. Give me the luck, give me the luck. Oh, I read that so wrong. We were so wrong. All right, let's do the thing. Not that thing, the other thing. Meow meow. This game really encourages you to make cat sounds. You guys know that? Meow meow meow. I want like an entire cat version of the soundtrack. The way that Run the Jewels did that Meow the Jewels album. So I I want to try and get up top and lock some catapult balls, but I also don't want to lose my balls, you know? Where are my balls, Summer? No, wait, he says testicles. Testicles, Summer, testicles. What? Why did I do that? What? There's no easy shots. You miss 100% of the shots you take. Right? I recently changed all the rubbers on my Judge Dredd to Titan bands. And I don't know if it's just that game, because I don't notice it on other games as much, really. But man, does it have some serious bounce off the outlanes now. And I feel like if I were to change the ones on this, it would make a huge difference just for the outlane posts for bouncing. I guess as well as the sort of pseudo sling rubber up here under the plastic below the two stand-up targets. Getting that extra bounce off the rubbers is so critical, and you kind of forget it when you're playing a game where the rubbers are like dead, whereas they were on my Judge Dredd. Now they're like ultra bouncy, to the point that like I think when people put things like super bands on their games, they're like kind of unintentionally making it harder for themselves. But it's also less enjoyable. You get a lot of like you might as well just have a metal post there kind of feel, you know? Like it's very just clunk. Whoa, that was weird. That's what I wanted. Oh, get up there. See, this is what I don't like about the upper playfield is when you're missing shots, there's a little bit of a clunkiness happening that I think they could honestly just fix it with some sound effects up there. You know, more happening that's loud, something. I tried, an attempt was made. I haven't had a good game since that first one. I also think the pop positioning on this game could have been a little bit better from the factory. Glad I didn't actually trigger that. Like I find that the pop bumpers just don't activate nearly as much as they should with the ball rolling into it. Come on, so close. Why did I do that? Mm-mm. Got to regain some control. That ain't gonna happen like that. This is very much... Wow, double danger? Get real. I barely even touched it, bro. This is definitely a game that, like... If you're not... If you start losing control of the ball... Especially on the Pro where things can move a little bit quicker around some of the loops and stuff, you're screwed. Like, there's nothing you can do to recover in this game once it starts going wild. You can do a little bit of what I was doing with the nudging there, kind of helps, but due to the geometry of it and that really, really wide left out lane and really, really steep right out lane, you get a lot of bad drains. Get up there. Probably didn't need to use that one, but whatever. Didn't actually want to do that. I have this habit of pretty much always flipping my left flipper, and it is danger. However, contrary to popular belief about this game, a lot of people think it's like a game you can safely play with one flipper and just keep playing with the one flipper. I think that's bullshit, and I think if you do that, you could do that with any game, you know? There's a million games I can think of that you could feasibly safely play with one flipper because of the return shots and stuff. But I don't know. Play the game the way it was designed to be played and put one in. I couldn't remember if I had double danger on this ball or the last one. Eeps. Alright, let's get into this multi-ball if we can. If we can. With one shot left in this. Might as well just complete it now. There. Oh. I really need to get that lock up there. Never actually tried to get the lock with... Yes! Nice. Yes! Oh, I didn't register the first one. No! 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 Oh. Come on. Light that lock. Light that lock. There it is. There it is. Come on. Oh, man. No! One shot and I could have kept that going. Well, we're doing it now, I guess. So, if I can light my locks up top, I can keep it going up there. So I can get a night letter from this hurry up if I successfully hit some shots. One left. No. Nice. No. No, it's not registering. do I want to do here? That? Oh my word. I want to check one thing. Sorry, I'm just looking at the some of the rule stuff off Tilt forums for this game. I was just checking with the war hurry up. You can potentially earn night letters. Completing the top lanes will increase the bonus multiplier and light all 3 of the center shots for a hurry up. The flail has to be hit in order to shoot the ramp, although if you're really lucky, you can make it in one shot. And subsequent attempts, on subsequent attempts, the shield must be hit once to collect its hurry up. Collecting all 3 awards will light the Black Knight target to complete the run. So basically, completing the war lane starts your hurry up, which if you complete the night hurry up, then you get a letter. For some reason, I was thinking it was like every so many lanes that can happen that you just get a letter. And I was wrong. We were so wrong. And I just wanted to check. I don't know if they have on here differences between Pro and LE scoring. I'm just curious whether or not making mode shots versus hitting the light locks stand up top there actually awards different point values. It's something I've been meaning to look up for quite a long time, and I have not. Because I'm lazy. As me not streaming for 6 months. That's not true, actually. I've streamed in the meantime. I've just been streaming on my Pinball Leagues channel at Die Hard Pinball. You can check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/diehardpinball. And we stream every second Thursday or so for League Night. And occasionally we do some odd streams there, as well as tournaments and things. I think we actually have a tournament coming up at the beginning of February. Can't remember the exact date. It's the first weekend in February, I think. This is such a long rule set that I don't actually know where to find that. So I will ignore it. Pretend it didn't happen. Just gotta test one thing. Okay, cool. My chat was for some reason like lagged out and just like sitting there. I was doing the like connecting to chat thing for quite a while, and I wasn't happy about that. Bing pong. Okay, so base strategy I have pretty much always do my super skill shot up into the catapult lock and get one ball locked in there. As soon as I plunge, try to get another one immediately into there, and then after that, leave that catapult alone. Leave that catapult alone, and start my mode shot. So I usually will always go for the flail. I very rarely will go for the center shot. Sometimes I'll do the shield because it is a little bit safer because you can backhand up into it. But because the shield has a little bit of a curve on it, you can occasionally get a really bad drain down the middle from it. So it is a little bit more risky. Because on the flail, you're also going to get a little bit more chatter. So it's more likely that it's going to go to a place where you can save it. I don't often have drains off of the flail. It does happen, but it's not as common as off the center or off the target. And if you're playing a game in the wild and you shoot that center knight target and get a straight down the middle drain, the game is not leveled side to side. So keep that in mind. So anyways, I'll hit my flail shot again, get up top. I'll let it go down. I won't actually try to make a shot unless I'm kind of forgetting what I'm doing and being a little dumb. Let it come down, regain control on the right flipper. Actually, you know what? I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'll lock my 2 balls up top, come down, and then backhand into my light lock, backhand into the target. Do that 2 times, backhand into light lock, then shoot my flail and ramp, so that what I can do is I can start a mode, knight multi-ball, then when balls start plunging out, ignore anything happening down here, let them plunge up, and try to get my catapult lock. So if you can get into 6-ball multi-ball, you're getting scoring for the catapult multi-ball, the knight multi-ball, and for a short time, the modes. So catapult multi-ball, you want to be shooting into the catapult. That's obviously your big jackpot up there. The knight multi-ball, I believe it's generally speaking, you're going to be focusing around those 3 main targets. Obviously, the knight multi-ball. The center target, you're going to be getting supers and power-ups. Basically, you're going to hit the drop target and hit that back and forth. So basically, you want to keep your balls active down here for the most part, because the catapult multi-ball jackpot is lucrative once you've drained a lot of balls or you've got control of a lot of balls on your left flipper. So if you get control of the balls on your left flipper, that's when this game becomes a 1 flipper game. And it's only a 1 flipper game to the extent that, like, you're getting a return off the right side. So let's see how successful I am at that strategy. Not successful so far, but I don't actually need to get the catapult locks either. It's just nice because because it's a thing that if you're at a point where you only need 1 shot to get, if you only need 1 shot to get into that multi-ball, it's gonna become pretty lucrative to have that lit up and ready to go, because once you're in that multi-ball, you're not gonna be wanting to focus a bunch of shots onto that catapult. This is not the save you're looking for. You only get 1 good ball. These are rules. This is known. I think this one's a write-off. Well, let's do it all on ball 3, as is customary. Oh, no you don't. Come on. Hey. Unfortunately, for most people, that's what the average Black Knight game looks like, if that, at our old location for the Pinball League. There's a small league still happening there, but it's not our main league. And the Black Knight Pro there, and I think the average score in that game during league night was like a couple million. But it's also a drain monster. You have to really carefully play it because it's not level. And I know that now after like having one. Might have been okay there. I don't like when she gets all wild though. Woo. No matter how many times I play this game, I cannot get a read on that catapult shot. Alright. Now, leave that catapult alone. Let's get some balls locked. Whoa, or let's just drain, fuck it. I got a lot of work to do on ball 3 here. Oh, come on. Alright, time to get up top, get that catapult multi-ball going. Hopefully, hopefully. Get. Still got some ball save, I'm gonna use it there. Hopefully I can just, nope. So maybe if I can get all the balls shot up top there, I can get that, nope. Nope. Singular focus, so bad. It's the risk reward there, because had I got that catapult multi-ball going while I was in night multi-ball, my scoring would have gone way up, and I also would have gotten a new ball save. And then I could have started focusing. I really should have maybe tried to trap some of those balls right at the beginning on the left flipper. Just get so caught up in the moment, you know? But once you lose control of the of a multi-ball, it's gone. However, some of my most impressive multi-balls on any game have been multi-balls where I was just hammering it and I wasn't really trying to play cautiously. I find you start playing cautiously, you got 2, maybe even 3 balls trapped on a flipper, and you're like, all right, here we go. And then the one ball that you have bricks, goes a little wild, smashes into that flipper, knocks off one ball, you panic, you end up flailing, and it just causes a big old mess. But I've had more multi-balls end that way, where I'm trying to cautiously and cautiously play and play smart, and it just doesn't work out. So let's try to get, nope, that. So super skill shot, blocks a ball. Let's get another one locked right now. Ugh, it's not like that. Let's work on those locks at the bottom. Wow. Not how I wanted to start that ball. Using up a Magna save and a tilt warning to do nothing. Saw that one coming. Alright, hopefully we can get a super skill shot and a ball locked in the catapult here. Oh, no dice. But did get the skill shot, which is super easy to get on the LE. Super skill shot is somewhat challenging. There we go. 2 balls locked. Now let's get... Wait, did that not count? It didn't. Screw you, game. Must have rolled back just a little bit. One more of those. What a loser. There. See, this is what I'm talking about. So I was trying to get the Magna save there, forgetting I already used it up. You get used to it and you're like, oh, I'm gonna use that. Instead of right there where I could have just nudged and moved the game a little bit and got my save. It's dangerous, man. All right, one more lock and we'll get our mode started. Hopefully. Do it all on ball 3, as is customary. Woo! All right, let's get into our mode. I still need to hit that lock there. That was a mistake. I didn't even think. Oh, that is so fortunate. All right, come on, baby. Yes. All right. Gonna try and trap something down below. Not what I wanted. Yes, that's what I needed. All right, now let's get some points. Oh my god, I still need one more lock up there. I forgot that first one didn't register. No! I'm such an idiot. I deserve all of those drains. I forgot to hit my light lock. I forgot to lock another ball up there. Ah, you blew it. You blew it. Good thing I didn't have a Magna save. That would have been a waste. Get in there. On ball 3, I don't really think it's too worth it relighting my locks because I can also do them in this mode. And, not what I wanted to do. I can also do them in this mode, and once I get catapult multi-ball going, oh boy. No! Woo! Had I not drained there, I would have been shooting up for the upper ramp and getting catapult multi-ball going. And then while in Catapult Multi-Ball, trying to spell out my locks and collect my night locks below. There we go. Wow. No. You see, that entire game felt like a total dud to me, but I still ended up with an okay score, especially for like tournament play. That'd be like pretty decent. I also think the scores you see on premiums and LEs are going to be way higher than you'd see on pros, just because of that extra multi-ball and the extra ability to stack things. The sort of safety net in going up top there is pretty huge. I need to blow my nose. Give me 1 second. So yeah, normally, historically, I've streamed like a couple hours later than now, minimum. Decided I wanted to kind of try streaming it a little bit earlier time of the day. I'm home right now, so might as well be doing something with it. But kind of have to see how that goes. I know most people, North America anyways, are at work right now. So we'll see. If nobody's watching, nobody's watching. Yeah, so I'm going to have pretty much the same lineup of pins up until probably the end of summer, I think, unless a cool trade comes up. I am still kind of maybe humoring selling my Hobbit, but I'm kind of like, I just sold my Flash Gordon a little while ago. That was a cool deal. It was a project pin, and I kind of got everything together to do the project and just kind of fizzled out on motivation for actually getting it done. But local guy picked it up, and he's going to be doing the same thing I was going to do to it, and we both ended up happy about it. So it'll be cool once that's done to see what it's like. I got like a hard top for it and everything, so it's going to be pretty neat because I'd never played on the hard top playfield overlays, but they're very cool. They're like I don't know what kind of plastic, like polyurethane or something. It's like a very hard plastic, and I'd be interesting to see how it holds up to wear, like to scratches and stuff. But the actual texture of it and the durability of it, I think that it's going to be like a pretty cool option in the future, anyways, for people to clean up their game instead of doing a full playfield swap. However, I do think there are some parts to it that are a little bit more technical. You know, I did a playfield swap on my Tales of the Arabian Nights. I still have the playfield hanging on the wall here, but that game is a very complex game in terms of what's on it and all the little doodads and all that stuff. And me and a buddy spent the majority of a weekend doing the playfield swap and got almost all of it done. And then I spent the next couple months on and off figuring out little bugs and things that were happening with it. But that was a big undertaking, and a playfield overlay, like hard tops, are pretty cool because they're, you just sand off the top of the playfield, get it nice and smooth and buffed down, and everything's great. Your inserts are cleaned up, all that stuff, and you're basically taking all of the artwork off of the top of the game, turning it into whitewood, and then you know, this hard top is like plastic with the art kind of like sunken into it or whatever. So it's like you can't wear out the art on it. You can wear out the plastic, but not the artwork. So you could actually technically buff out the scratches in it. But anyways, you clean off the playfield, use like sticky cloth or tack cloth or whatever, and get all the sawdust and all that jazz off of there. Stick it on, and away you go. You don't need to strip out all of this stuff on the bottom of the playfield. It's just anything that's coming through the playfield. So that makes the swap a lot easier for a lot of reasons, because there's things that like you just don't want to have to do when you're doing something kind of quick. And it's not like it's a quick thing, because you still have to take it out to clean off all of the artwork and stuff and sand it up. But it may mean that you don't need to remove everything. I mean, you're going to be using a pintisserie or rotisserie or whatever to do it regardless. So like whether you're doing a playfield swap or a hardtop, the only difference is whether or not you need to completely strip it to do that. And generally speaking, if you were doing a true good quality playfield swap, what you want is two rotisseries side by side, you know, with your old playfield with all the stuff on it and your new playfield with nothing on it, and you're migrating stuff over. But if you only need one, not only does it minimize the amount of space you need, it also minimizes the amount of like work to do it, because you're not swapping as much stuff. But anyways, pretty cool, and I look forward to trying it out when he's got everything done on it. Because I do think it'll feel a little bit different from like a clear coated playfield. Like, you know, when people do their own, you know, restore on a game and get a nice thick, good clear coat on it, and it has that super glossed out texture to it. The ball behaves a very specific way on that, very different to like factory clear coat. And I think hard tops have even a different feel than that. Something to think about. Come on. No, just can't get it. So one of the things I want to talk about too is when people say this is like a one flipper game kind of thing. As you can see, when I bricked that shot from the right flipper, which is technically the safe shot, it gets wild going to the left. So it's not necessarily the safer shot in terms of what happens, because side to side motion in this game is your enemy. Oh, get up there. If I can get a couple locks off the start here. Don't think it's gonna happen, but whoa, what did it get hung up on there? That was weird. I think I don't even know what you'd call that thing. Like the exit from the shooter lane, it has a little bit of a thing that hangs down, and I think it's actually might have adjusted. I might need to adjust that a little bit. I don't know if it needs to happen right now, but would like to get some of them locks, but whatever. The trifecta! No, they're saying Boo Earns. That's a weird place to get stuck. Get. That's weird. I don't know why it ended that that war hurry up so quick. Maybe it wasn't so quick. Maybe it just didn't have the war hurry up music going. Because it seemed like I had those 3 shots, so. Get in there. Get in there. Meow, 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 meow. Whoa, ball save available indeed. So this is actually a fix that I need to do. It was one of Steve Ritchie's like recommended ones, and it was like you put a washer underneath that to raise it up a little bit. But I've been kind of lazy about it because it's not really that big of a deal, all things considered. Yeah, buddy. So what's up, chat? Y'all quiet. Meow, meow, meow. Someone should retheme this game. Black cat. Angry cats. Black Cats 3. Angry cats. And then replace all the sound effects and all of the music with cat sounds. It would drive my fucking dog bonkers. Where is he? He must have left. Usually my dog likes to hang out underneath the machine. I think he likes the bass. It vibrates his old decrepit bones. Nah, nobody's happy about that. Yes! It only took me like 20 balls to get that shot when I wanted it. Get up there. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. So, leaving that alone with 2 balls in there. Gonna try and... Ah, shit. Did I really do that? I did. Well, we'll try and get 1 more ball locked into there when we start our mode. Come on now. If I can actually make the shots I want to make. It's not how we do it. Nor is that. That'll work. Alright, so we need to hit a light lock down below. Whoa. And get a ball locked. Just gotta regain some control first. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Alright, now we're gonna try and get up into the upper play field there. And, oh, so close. Doing this blind and it's very difficult. Okay, we're in a good place now. No! Not what I wanted. Not at all what I wanted. Just trying to get that catapult multi-ball so bad. When in reality, I should have just been focusing on what mattered. It's just so fun and it's satisfying and it's a good challenge to go for. That's what I like about this game. It's one of the things I like about it. Stacking up all these different multi-balls and you know, working on multiple things at a time. I was in the what is his name? Melbourne Silverball? I watched his stream for the first time last night. He's a great guy. And excuse me, one of the things he mentioned was we were talking about depth in a game and how I like to have lots of different things to do at once. And how that's not exactly depth. It's more like, oh, this is my last chance mode. This is something unique to the LEs and premiums if you haven't seen it. Only the upper flipper is active, and you get a fixed amount of time to try and lock a ball into the catapult. And if you do, it starts your catapult multi-ball. This is like case in point of how bad I am at making this shot consistently. It should be so easy, but it's not. Come on. Come on. This is sad. I do like how it doesn't auto plunge for you though. Oh no. Come on. Finally, with 1 second left. Damn you, wild game. never plunge so much in your goddamn life. But anyways, we were talking about how lots to do in a game isn't necessarily depth, it's width. And I've never heard a pinball game described as like wide without referring to the fact that it's a wide body. And it's, I think, the most apt description of what I like in pinball games. I like having lots of things to do at once. I don't necessarily care if the game is super, super deep, as long as I feel like it's rewarding to do a lot of things. It's part of why Iron Maiden is a top 10 game for me, like all-time top 10. Shots feel good, and there's lots of stuff to do. And the wizard modes are attainable. You know, they definitely are attainable. And woo! So that's pretty cool. What you on about, phone? Well, we got about an hour left here. Then I have a team meeting for my VR game. Excuse me. Okay, maybe let's take a different strategy just to mix things up a little bit. You think that's funny, huh? And we'll just go for just straight shots on modes. Try to ignore the upper playfield and just see how that feels. I am still gonna try and get them skill shots, so. And if I happen to get a catapult multi-ball, whatever. Watch now, like, now that I'm not trying to get it, I'll be getting it all the time. Whoa, spicy. Oh, hot, hot. So what I'm really focusing on is trying to get those night letters. So there's a night letter. Gotta make a couple more shots. Oh, snap! Gotta make a couple more shots to finish this mode off, but I did get the night letter, which is what I care most about, because I want to get me some retro mode, you know? There we go. Oh, it's too late. Relying on that MagnaSave, man, it'll get you every time. Come on. I think we're well past the skill shot territory here anyways, but you know what I think would have made this playfield quite neat? The upper playfield, I mean, is having a set of drop targets up at the very top. Like, kind of tough to see. Let me see if I can reposition this camera without disconnecting it. So up there, which I guess you can kind of see the mechanism a little bit better too. But up there you've got, right at the back, right there below the flame, that's like your outer back loop. And so the ball has a pretty smooth transition around there. Kind of cool if there was some drop targets sunk just a little bit back into it, so you couldn't technically sweep them just doing a loop, but you could still get some bounce shots into them. you'd probably have to change a little bit of the geometry a little bit, but I think it would be a really cool thing to when they were designing it, had they done that. But they didn't. Alright. No top. Ignore top. Top doesn't exist. Top should exist. One of my favorite things to do in pinball is handicap myself in some way. I think a lot of guys like doing that. That's why beer is so popular. Get in there. But yeah, I like to give myself a challenge, like, you know, if you're playing Paragon, you can't hit any drops on the left or only drops on the right. You know, like, just do something that, while it doesn't matter for the points of the game, like, it's not going to be a good decision to do that. It's kind of fun just to mix things up and, you know, force yourself to take shots on a game that you wouldn't normally take. Or not even wouldn't normally take, just, you know, wouldn't prioritize, and instead make, like, those shots, like, the priority. Didn't want to register the first time. I find that left drop is like such a risky shot. You can't backhand it. It's immediately straight down the middle if you backhand it. And if you shoot it from the right flipper, there's still a pretty good chance it's going to drain or go wild. It's such a nasty shot. Alright, fuck it. What's up, dude? What you doing? Hey. It's my dog. I don't think any of these cameras are really going to work for me to show them off. So I'll just pick them up. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Woo! It's my my mascot. Hang on, let me see. That's my that's my sub emote. Also, thank you for the follow. It's great. You are actually my 200th follower. Thank you. Yeah, congrats. Come on. You know what's weird is some of the shots, like a lot of the modes have multiple shots on a single shot to actually get completion on it. So you'll see like it'll be yellow and then you hit it and it's red. It's not all of them on this mode. It's just one, I think, which is kind of neat. Oh, he only had one shot left. Yeah, everybody's a winner today. Is that a ball save? That's a ball save. Oh, it's this ball save. It's this ball save. Come on. Come on, Shelly. Get. Yes. Gotta lock more balls, though. Get. Get. No. Oh. Get the. This is such a nasty, nasty shot to make when you only need to make that shot. There. Ah. Come on. No. Oh. Oh no. I thought it just did an update that I needed 2 total. No. That's such a stressful mode. And you gotta plunge more than you'll ever have to plunge in any other game. Actually, wait, do you have to plunge in Apollo 13? Hey, Anonymous, how's it going? Do you have to plunge in Apollo 13 or does it auto plunge the multi-ball? I think it auto plunges. Oh yeah, World Cup has a lot, yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of games where you have to do a ton of plunging, but in this one, as soon as you get to there, you do. Only on the premium and LE though. I think I like both the Pro and the Premium / LE about equal for this game. Half of them come out of the top of the playfield. Oh yeah, on Apollo 13, yeah, I think you need to lock 5 on that game. I've only played it a couple times in Vegas at the Pinball Hall of Fame. Also, when does Pinball Hall of Fame's new location open? That's like, yeah, a couple times is enough. I feel like it was like several years ago that they were advertising their new location in the future, and it's definitely in a better location. Man, I have my tilt set up sensitive. Get in there. Alright, this time I'm not going to forget to actually light the next lock so it's ready to go. Whoa, there we go. Oh boy. Calm down. And I'd like to try and get one more lock up top. Come on. There it is. Alright, so we start a mode with a multi-ball. Try to get up top and get, oh boy, and try to get, try to get catapult multi-ball going as well. Get that 6-ball multi-ball. No, you don't. No, oh my god, that was close. Now's where that training on last ball comes into play. Get up there, come on. Alright, screw it. If we get up there, we get up there. I'm not gonna focus on it. Otherwise this multi-ball is gonna be pointless. Literally. Get. Are you impressed with my staging? Because I'm impressed with my own staging. Yeah! Yes! There's not enough fanfare for that, you know? It starts and it's just kind of like ching, ching, ching. It should give a little bit more oomph to it. That's what I'm talking about with that wild ball. The one wild ball just screws everything up. Yeah. Nah, come on. Come on. I don't want to get out of this one. Oh, you suck. Alright, that's okay. Okay, so I've got Add-A-Ball on the left. Yeah, there it is. I really want to be hitting that center target if I can. All right, let's let him loose. Decent points for ball one. Usually that shit doesn't happen until much later for me. Alright, so we got spinner, orbits, targets for super. Is that all we have? Let's do some mode action. I like the modes. Try and get some locks lit. Oh! And drain. What kind of bonus did I get? 12 mil. That's where it's at on that ball. The bonus is, it's nothing to joke about on this game if you get a good score. If you get a bad score, it's like nothing. Alright. Don't care too much about catapult multi-ball. Would like to get my super skill shot though. Hello. I need to fix that. I don't want to, but I need to. What? What? wanted to get some locks going. Alright, let's just do modes. Put a skill shot? Yeah. That's a fun place to get stuck. I'm actually not sure why that one's getting stuck. It's like the rubbers are too big, but they're factory rubbers. Hey, yo, Steve, who designed this game? This one's got the best music. That's what I'm talking about, this like super steep outlane. It's not that this is a wide outlane, it's just shots that you don't normally expect to be outlane drains. They so are. They so are. Whoa, Discord, calm down. I feel like, so I don't know if you guys were in here before when I was talking about the rubbers on my Judge Dredd. I changed them to Titan bands, and my rubbers on Judge Dredd were very, very old, and they were super dead, and I hadn't really thought too much about it because the gameplay's so great anyways. But I added on new rubbers onto everything, all the slings and everything, and oh my god, did it change the way it was playing. And I feel like this game, these rubbers, if they were a little bit bouncier, the way that silicone rubbers are, the game would be quite a bit more forgiving. Like, you just being able to get those saves with the bounce off of the rubbers is so huge. But on this game, as you can see, like the drain I had last time was just like straight down the side there without even a chance for me to kind of respond to it. Could have responded if I was a better player, but I'm not. Come on. Give me those locks. Oh. The worst part is it's not like it's a bad, like I need to adjust something up there, like the ramps up. I just can't hit that shot. All right, I want to get a couple locks down here before we actually start going. Yeah. Yeah. All right. How did that not count? That was so direct. Who even designed these switches? And block. No. 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 It feels like it's in a different place every time. That'll work. It's a little bit of flailing there, but it'll be fine. Don't worry. Oh, come on. I didn't trust it. I just didn't trust it. Oh my god, I'm a dumbass. Whatever. Whatever. Ball 3. Do it all on ball 3. That's my mantra. It's giving me Hell Hand again. Hell Hand makes me want a Doom pinball machine. And I know there was that one that was like a homebrew Doom pin. But it wasn't really that great, to be totally honest. It was good, but not like top tier. Oh fuck, I missed that roll of it. And Doom deserves a top tier pin. The game is amazing. Also, I totally fucked up that multi-ball. Woo! And that whole ball. But yeah, Doom is like such a seemingly... It's a much deeper game than it lets on, and it would be cool just having like... Instead of modes, I think if I was to approach a Doom pinball game, instead of having modes the way we think of them, I would have shots light up randomly throughout the game, which were different enemies that popped up, and the modes would be like your boss fights. You'd be building up ammo and stuff like that, so when you went into the boss fight, depending on how you did on the other enemies up to that point, that's how you would determine how many shots, which shots, that kind of stuff. So like, have a shot on the game that's very difficult, and hell, have 2 of them. And those 2 difficult shots should be like if you didn't kill any enemies, and then you got to a boss fight, be like speed running, but then you could get like speed running bonuses, because Doom's all about speed running. Well, the original Doom is anyways. I think the awesome games done quick this year for Doom was like, I want to say it was like 2.5 hours, so it's not like you can really speed run the game. But you shouldn't. It's a good game. Get in there. I feel like no matter what I do, it's always going just a little bit too high. There. It's like right on the end of the flipper while it's like floating. Alright, we're leaving that now. Let's get some blocks. Not what I wanted. Oh my god, Lazarus. Come on. Oh, you only get one. Well, we might as well start up a catapult multi-ball if we can. That's a big ask. Come on. Oh, that one was so close. Well, we'll start a mode first, now that we're out of that one. Might as well do that. Woo! Lost control. Oh boy. Come on. Yeah. I want that ball up top there to get unstuck. Not so good, Al. It's not so good.
Thank you for returning.
Nope. Very nice. It all happened so fast. why not? Get the f out of there. Ooh. Oh, get them. That would have been all right. Oh my god. Rejects on this game can be pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Well, depending on how these next games go, we probably got a couple more here. I'm really looking forward to the part of the code update. Haven't had a good enough game pretty much all day. Actually, my first game today was probably my best, but one of the saved to death, trademark. One of the promised things is the Black Knight getting more brutal language-wise as the game progresses versus more like afraid of you, which is the way it currently is. And I don't like that. I want the Black Knight to be a badass who's like bring it, bud. Thanks, Ed Roberts. We ain't gonna get a good game like that. But we'll just do it all on ball 3. Why can I not make it up the ramp? They can't all be winners. Certainly not on this game. Joe, thank you for following. Welcome. Finally get to catch me at home. Whoa, woo. Oh, so close. Getting a hurry up right away would have been great. That extra night letter right away is always good. Oh boy, 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 boy. I should have known. I should have known. You break my heart. Get in there. Nope. left lanes are being quite nasty to me today. Yo, don't panic, what's going on? Yes, it's my first stream from home in like, I think it's been like 6 months. It's been quite a long time. We do my my pinball league streaming every couple of weeks, but and for tournaments and stuff, but it ain't the same as playing at home. Okay. I think I got 2 locks here. I got a mode ready. Let's try to get that lock. No. It ain't gonna happen like that. Do it all on ball 3. Oh, come on. Couple more to those, if I can. No. God, I wish there was more targets up here to trigger sound effects and then it wouldn't feel as dead. Okay. Come on. Nice. Suppose I could probably try to get some catapult multi-ball. Let's let these drain. Oh shit, do I only need 1 more? What's going on? So this is good. We just gotta. Oh my god. I need to get into that catapult multi-ball, like right meow. Oh, buddy. This is, you may not know this, don't panic, but this is, it's George, right? Yeah, George. You may not know this, but this is actually a game about cats. It's covert. They didn't put it, like, explicitly into the game, but there's a whole lot of things that, you know, you listen to the music and it's, a lot of meow sounds can be substituted very easily, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Okay, we only need 1 more night letter, so I want to get that so that we can get some retro BK mode. Whoa! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh, thank you, extra ball. Alright, so, do I go for the mode? I almost gotta go for the mode, but I don't think I can start the mode once I'm in Catapult Multi-Ball. Start Catapult Multi-Ball after. I gotta go for the mode. That sucks. Let's get our skill shot. Ain't gonna happen like that. Oh, why did I do that? Wasting a good old danger. Alright. gonna do that. And we're gonna shoot up top. Oh, and then we're gonna get catapult multi-ball going. No. Alright, sounds good, man. You know what? If we can get one more letter up top. Oh god. There it is, right? Right. Okay, so I need that to light up now. I'm gonna just time this mode out, I think. Oh no, it's holding it. That center shot's so risky. Ah! I gotta get up top, get that catapult multi-ball going. Maybe one day. Yes! That's safety net, man. Love it. Makes me feel good. Just gotta get some shots to complete some mode. Drain all my balls. Drain my balls. One shot left. Come on. Just let me complete it. There we go. So, I don't think it's gonna light it until I'm actually out of this multi-ball. As it shouldn't. Okay. Now it's lit. One shot. Yes! Love this mode. Fucking killer soundtrack. Oh no. I had to let it go. No way! Not a very good multi-ball there. I mainly just like the challenge of getting there. It's about the journey we take and the friends we make along the way. And the drains we have. Alright, I got a work meeting here. About 10 minutes. I want to thank you all for tuning in. My first stream in a while. Feels good to be back. I'm going to be streaming a lot more. Now that I got everything all set up again, it's pretty straightforward. Just hop on and go. But yeah, I appreciate the new followers today. Broke 200. Woohoo! Yeah, I didn't even mention it, but I got a new logo. Where is it? It's up. How do I? There. Up there. I was messing around on Fiverr a while ago. I don't know if you guys have ever messed around on Fiverr, but it's so cheap. People just make you logos for super cheap. It's awesome. So I want to thank the Indian lady in India who made my Aeon Black 6 logo. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you can tell, but the B, it's like an A, a B, and a 6, all lowercase, kind of overlaid. But the 6 part of it is a flipper, and there's a ball in the middle. That was pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool thing. Anyways, I will be streaming. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like. I'm going to try and figure it out, but did have some people watching right now. I was kind of worried this time of day I wouldn't really get anybody watching. Most people are at work in the North Americas. And so thank you all you North American slackers, and Joe Soaps in Australia. So anybody else abroad in the world, thank you for tuning in. And I think this is probably when I'm going to kind of noonish, something like that, Mountain Time. So anyways, thank you guys. Have a great one. I will talk to you later.